everybody, it's Emily from Emily Loves London. It's so nice to see you again. It's been a while. It has been a very long time. I've changed my setting because over in my bookshelf corner it's a bit difficult to get into there because I'm reorganising my shelves at the moment. It's just a bit crazy. And the reason for the balloons behind me is because my birthday was in April and they still haven't deflated, and it's kind of, I feel like it's mean if I pop them. So I'm just not going to pop them and leave them there. They're kind of cool. Anyway, today I am doing my May TBR. And it's not a long one, it's quite a short one because I have been feeling like I put too much pressure on myself to read too much in a month. And I would like to drop that a bit and just kind of read what I want to. And also just kind of not be pressurised. Because you don't need to read 10 books in a month or something like that. You can just read what you want to read and not be pressured. I still have to be pressured because I work for Hatchard, so I have to read books of the month and stuff like that. But most of the time I just want to be reading what I want to be reading, which is lots of children's books and lots of fantastic books. So let's get down to it. I will show you the pile. Obviously this pile on this side is not just, it's a pile. It's there now. But this is my May TBR pile. Oh, see, it's already gone lopsided. There we go. So first on the list I have our May children's book of the month, which is The House with Chicken Legs, and that is by Sophie Anderson. It's published by Usborne. It's 300 pages long. It's a fantasy children's in the 9 to 12 section novel, and it's absolutely fantastic. I've just started reading it and just loving it. I can't stop reading it. And it's basically about Marinka, who is a young girl who dreams of her house not moving all the time because her house has chicken legs. Yes, I said it. Her house has chicken legs and it moves on its own. It's fine. It's totally cool and really interesting. Sorry, the pile's moving on my leg. But yeah, so it's a fantastic, amazing story and I'm absolutely loving it. You should definitely go check it out. The next one on my list is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. God, I got that one right, yes. And this is by Mary Ann Shaffer and Anne Barrows. And it's published by Bloomsbury. It's 277 pages long and it's a historical fiction, World War II and book club in terms of genres. It's basically about this writer who has writer's block, and she is invited to go to Guernsey to write the story of this book club that was created in the Second World War, and it's an absolutely stunning story, I hear, and it has also been turned into a film with the lovely Lindy James looking beautiful on the cover. But yes, I've had lots of good things and I want to go see the film, but I obviously want to read the book first, which doesn't always happen because I just don't have time sometimes. Anyway, next on the list I have our non-fiction book of the month, which is This Is Going to Hurt, and this is by Adam Kay. I know I've just changed the way, and I like it this way. This way is better. This is published by Picador and it's 278 pages. Not reading very long novels this month, I don't know why. It's a non-fiction book in terms of like medical stuff, and it's basically his diary of being a junior doctor in the NHS, so God, be prepared for some emotion. It's gonna be an emotional one, but it's gonna be fun. But I've heard fantastic things. It did really well as a hardback release and it's now obviously in paperback and our non-fiction book of the month, so yes, it's doing extremely well and I can't wait to read it, so it should be very, very good. Next we have our thriller of the month, and this is If We Were Villains, and this is by M.L. Rio. It's 422 pages long. See, now come the long books. And it's published by Tyson, who I absolutely love. I love everything they publish, literally. Like, there's nothing they publish that I don't like at all. I've not found a book I don't like that's published by Titan. That's how good they are. This is a thriller mystery, and it's basically about a man who serves 10 years for a murder, and basically the detective who was on the case, Detective Colborne, he's not sure that this was the man, so he really wants to know the truth, and to go back to find out if he was the killer. But yes, so I can't wait to read this. This is going to be thrilling. I almost feel like stop reading my children's to read that, because I just have a Titan obsession. Anyway, so my next book I'm reading this month is my reread of the month, and this is A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And as you already probably know, that A Court of Frost and Starlight came out today, because today is May the 1st, yes. So it is out today, and I wanted to do a reread of the whole series, because honestly my memory is crap and I can't remember half the characters in it. So this is my reread. I didn't want to be ambitious and say I'll finish 2, because I have a lot of other things to read, so I'm just starting with 1. But basically, if you don't know, this is published by Bloomsbury. It's 416 pages long. It's a YA fantasy, and it's about, I'm going to pronounce her name wrong now, Feyre, I think is how you pronounce it, but don't quote me on that, who is imprisoned in an enchanted court, and she roams the forest freely, but she would like to know what is beyond the forest, but she can't, and she meets this guy, and then it's like usual kind of thing. It's really good. I really enjoyed it when I read it, but honest to God, I really can't remember a lot of it, so that's why I'm rereading. But yeah, definitely go check out the series if you haven't. She's a great writer. Next on my list, I'm doing another non-fiction, and that is Jamesville, An American Story by Amy Goldstein, and this is published by Simon & Schuster. It's 316 pages long, and it's a non-fiction, politics, America, and basically looks at the American heartland and all those different towns that the people in there lost their jobs completely, and they just went completely run down, and just kind of examining why that happened. So yeah, and it's also, as you can see, it's Obama's best book one of his best books. So yes, but actually it's more the cover that kind of drew me to it, because it's a very interesting topic, and it's something that we obviously need to find out more about. So yes, I'm interested to read this. Last but not least on my pile is my proof of the month. Look how big this proof is. It's so big. It's massive. Oh my god. You could kill somebody with this. Lol. So this is 8-4K, and this is by Claire North, and I love Claire North. She's an amazing author, and I got to meet her, was it last month or the month before, at a fantastic event done by SFX, the magazine, and she was just so cool. She even drew a little BB-8 in my book, because she saw I had a BB-8 t-shirt on, so that she's really awesome. You should definitely go check out her books. So this is her new book, and it's published by Orbit, and it's 452 pages long. It's massive. It's a sci-fi dystopian fantasy, and it's basically about Theo, who works in the criminal audit office, and basically his job is to make sure people pay their debt to society by doing certain things for the crimes they committed. But when a case comes along of his ex-girlfriend who has been killed, he just gets a bit too emotional, a bit too involved, and it's like, no, this person deserves a lot more than what he or she is getting. I'm not sure. But yes, I love her fiction. It's absolutely fantastic, always really thrilling to read, and yeah, I speed through it, even though it's quite fat. So yes, I cannot wait to read this. So that is everything I am reading in the month of May. Let me know what you are reading in the month of May, and if it includes any rereads, any proofs, or any books that you absolutely love, or even the books of the month for Waterstones. I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you are new to my channel, you can click the subscribe button to see more of me talk about books, films, TV shows, and comics. I hope you have a fantastic day, because it is looking very sunny outside, and I will see you soon for a new video. Bye!